So now we're making good progress here. We worked on these buttons, but I'm not done yet. There are two main things I want to change before we move on to the game over screen. And the first thing which I'd like to change is the icons in the buttons. At the moment we have regular characters in there, a minus and a plus, and I would like to use proper icons which are a bit prettier. In addition, I also want to use custom fonts so that I'm not stuck with these default device fonts, which are okay, but which I don't want to use here, but that I instead can use my own custom fonts, because of course that is also a typical requirement that you want to bring your own fonts. Now let's start with the icons though. Thankfully, when working with Expo, adding icons is super simple because Expo and Expo created projects already come with a library, a package that allows us to use icons. We just have to add an import here at the top, and we import something from @expo vector icons. Now this should be available automatically out of the box without you installing anything, because it is a peer dependency of Expo. And from this package, you can import various icon sets. Now, if you search for Expo vector icons, you should find the official icons documentation. And there you can learn more about this library and that it is installed by default if you created your project with Expo in it, and how you can use it and which kind of icon sets you can use. You can learn more here. Now, one icon set that's built in, which I like a lot, are the Ionicons. Actually, there are more icon sets available which provide different kinds of icons, but Ionicons is one of them which I like a lot. Now, on the official docs about Expo vector icons, you can find a list of the built-in icons. And for example, there, if you search for minus, you find various minuses belonging to different icon sets which are included with Expo vector icons. And you do, for example, also find the Ionicons minus in there. For this, I'll add a little filter here to filter only for Ionicons, and actually search for remove. And then here you find various icons, and I will use this MD remove icon, which is this minus. But you can, of course, use any icon you want. This name is important because you use these icons by grabbing this icon set, which is imported from Expo vector icons. And then in the place where you want to use an icon, you render this as a component, as a self-closing component, which gets a name prop. And now the name is that icon you want to use. And we even get auto-completion here. And we, for example, get help and learn that MD remove is indeed a valid icon we can use here. Now you can, in addition, also add a size prop, which sets the size in pixels. And here I'll set this to 24 to have a nice big icon. And you can set the color, and here I'll set this to white, but you could also add a hex code or anything like this. And with that, now we have this nice minus here. And we can do the same thing for the plus. We replace the plus character with Ionicons. And now instead of MD remove, it's indeed MD add. Same size, same color. And with that added, we now also have this plus here. And I'm using the same icons on both platforms. You could even use different icons on different platforms, but we will learn more about platform-specific code in the next course section.